Jason Lutz here for Tools of the Week. Now, my tool of the week this week is an interesting one. There's been lots of books written around this topic. I've heard it from different people in different forms, but it's have your why. What does that mean, Jason? In the sales cycle, in the sales process, we are coin operated. We do have, I ask people all the time, well, why do you do this job? Why are you in sales? Why? Well, to make a lot of money. It's a great way to make money, Jason. And that the answer is correct. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great way to make money. But those who are truly successful in sales, it's not always about the money. The money is a means to an end. The end is your why. If you have a why, it could be a big why, a small why, whatever it is. If you have a why you do this every day, why you get up, why you go to work, why you ask for the order, why you spend that extra night out in the hotel this week, that will drive success. Now, when it comes to having a why, it can be all over the board. And what your why is can be all over the board. And what I mean by that is I do think those who are high-performing achievers in sales tend to have lots of whys. They will have what I call the global why. For me, my global why is my wife, Stephanie, and my 3 grandkids. That's my global why. That's, at the end of the day, that's why I get up every day and I go to work and I knock on doors and I ask for the business. But to get to the global why, a lot of times you got to have, intermediate whys. I'm out here at my lake house in Western Kentucky, and we've just finished up a great remodel, had a great builder, CBG Custom Building, Jeremy Clark, who did an addition for me. But that was an intermediate why. I needed more room for my why, for my grandkids. 3 grandkids, 2 new in the last 8 weeks. I needed additional rooms and an additional bathroom. So that was my intermediate why. I went out, I worked hard in the Q4 of last year, focused on that I needed to build these additional bedrooms before the grandkids got here, and I needed the financial resources to do that. So I better go out and do everything within my power to finish the year strong, close, and get that nice year-end bonus. Get that overdrive. That was my intermediate why, but laser focused on my global why. So I challenge you, whether it's a new boat, whether it's that cool car, whether it's a toy that you want to buy, a drone or a camera, or, whether it's a trip. I love when I see people, they tell me their why. They go to work every day and they sell and they ask for the business because he or she, they want their time off. They want to go on a trip. They want to go hiking. They want to go to Europe. Whether your why is that, whether your why is building a new family. I have some sales professionals that work for me and some who don't work for me that are in the middle of building new families right now. And that is their why. Find your why, laser focus on it, no matter how small, no matter how big, whether it's an intermediate why, whether it's a global why, and then do whatever you got to do within your power that is ethical and legal to go get it. Go fight for the business. Go take what is yours, take the business that you have earned, and use the resources from that sale to go get your why. So tool of the week this week, have your why. Hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great weekend. And like I always say, remember, next week we go out and we sell.